The U.S. will transfer more than 550 vehicles to Ukraine, including 90 Stryker armored vehicles, 59 Bradley infantry fighting vehicles, 53 MRAP armored vehicles, and 350 Humvee all-terrain vehicles. In addition, the package included ammunition, Stinger anti-aircraft rocket launchers, and more than 100,000 artillery munitions of various calibers.
We need to dig even deeper. This is a decisive moment for Ukraine, in a decisive decade for the world. So make no mistake, we will support Ukraine's self-defense for as long as it takes. Now, we know that Russia remains bent on aggression and conquest. And Russian forces have increased their horrific attacks, killing many innocent Ukrainians. We saw the cruelty of Russia's war of choice again just a few days ago in the city of Dnipro. A Russian missile strike ripped into an apartment building, killing at least 46 civilians, including children.
However, there is still no decision from the German federal government regarding the transfer of Leopard 2 tanks from its own resources. I think it is better to think, about the issue of the transfer of Leopards to Ukraine, and this could take a day, a week, or even a month. Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky calls for quick decisions due to the continued escalation of the conflict from Russia.
Terror does not allow for discussion. The terror which burns city after city becomes insolent when it feels that the defenders of freedom run out of weapons against it.
Ukraine has been signaling its needs for a long time. That's about 300 tanks, several hundred armored personnel carriers, artillery, and air defense systems. In the context of a likely new Russian offensive, which could begin in the spring, this is the bare minimum, experts point out. Kyiv has been sending calls for the delivery of tanks for several months. The Polish government was the first to propose the transfer of a company of Leopards as part of a broader coalition of countries. However, the decision of the German government is crucial in this matter. 14 tanks alone will not change anything. There must be German, Finnish, Danish, French tanks. Western Europe must now also allocate more modern tanks to Ukraine so that they can simply defend themselves. You are adults. Sure, you can talk for another 6 months, but in our country, people die every day. If you have Leopard tanks, give them to us. It's not like we're attacking if someone is worried about it. These Leopards are not going to enter Russia. We are defending ourselves. According to the German press, Leopard 2 tank manufacturer Rheinmetall has started to prepare up to 100 of the older type machines for service. However, Germany has so far reneged on its promise to hand over the Leopards to Poland. They were supposed to fill the gap after Warsaw handed over 200 T-72 tanks to Ukraine. We will be able to both equip and train Ukrainian soldiers by the end of March on a scale up to brigade level. The formation of a coalition of states would create a real opportunity to defend Ukraine against a Russian invasion. Moscow has accumulated sufficient capital and foreign exchange reserves to wage war for the next 2 years and could mobilize up to 1.5 million people. So far, the UK has declared that it will send its modern Challenger tanks. Poland and Finland are ready to hand over their Leopards. However, Germany has a major role to play, as Leopard 2 tanks are produced in that country. The German government must agree to any transfer of these tanks.